Everyone in the town of Adebayo knew Samuel. Samuel was not rich, he was not powerful, he was not loud. But Samuel was kind, very kind, too kind. Samuel worked as an office clerk in a private company. He came early every day, left late, and never complained. When others were angry, Samuel stayed calm. When others shouted, Samuel spoke softly. When others fought, Samuel kept quiet. People said, Samuel has a good heart. But many also said, Samuel is too soft. At work, Samuel did the job of 3 people. When a colleague was late, Samuel covered for him. When someone made a mistake, Samuel took the blame. When extra work came, Samuel was the first name they called. Samuel, please help me, they would say, and Samuel always replied, it's okay. His boss noticed his hard work but never promoted him. Samuel is always there, the boss thought, so there is no need to rush anything. At home, it was the same. Samuel's relatives borrowed money and never paid back. They asked for favors again and again. They promised to help him one day, but that day never came. Even his friends used him. They called him only when they needed something. If Samuel needed help, everyone was suddenly busy. Still, Samuel smiled. Still, Samuel stayed calm. But inside him, something was slowly breaking. Every night, Samuel lay on his bed and stared at the ceiling. He asked himself quiet questions. Why am I always the one giving? Why does no one care about me? Is being kind a mistake? But he pushed the thoughts away. My time will come, he told himself. One day at work, something happened. A big project failed. Samuel was not responsible for it, but his boss blamed him in front of everyone. You always say yes, the boss shouted, so you will carry this one too. The whole office was silent. Samuel stood there, embarrassed and hurt. That night, he did not cry. He did not shout. He just became quiet in a different way. A few days later, Samuel met an old man on his way home. The man was a retired teacher. He watched Samuel sit alone on a bench every evening. One day, the old man asked him, "Why do you look tired of life?" Samuel laughed softly. "I am not tired," he said. "I am just used." The old man nodded. Then he said something Samuel would never forget. Kindness without boundaries is self-destruction. Samuel looked at him. The old man continued, "A good heart must also be a strong heart. If you don't teach people how to treat you, they will teach you how to suffer." That night, Samuel did not sleep. For the first time, he understood something clearly. Being calm does not mean being weak. Being kind does not mean being foolish. Samuel did not change suddenly. He did not become rude. He did not become proud. But he started doing small things differently. When people brought their work, he said, "I am busy today." When relatives asked for money without respect, he said, "I can't help this time." When friends called only to use him, he did not answer immediately. People noticed. They laughed. "Samuel has changed," they said. "He thinks he is important now." But Samuel did not explain himself. He focused on himself. He studied after work. He learned new skills quietly. He saved money carefully. He built confidence slowly. No noise. No announcements. Just growth. 1 year later, the company faced serious trouble. The boss needed someone reliable, someone calm, someone who understood the system deeply. That person was Samuel. But this time, Samuel did not rush. The boss called him into the office. "Samuel, we need you to take responsibility," the boss said. Samuel looked at him calmly and replied, "I can help, but this time, my effort must be respected." The boss was shocked. This was not the old Samuel, but he had no choice. Samuel fixed the problems step by step. The company survived. A month later, Samuel received a promotion. People clapped for him. Some smiled, some were jealous. But Samuel only smiled quietly. Weeks later, Samuel organized a small dinner. He invited friends, relatives, and colleagues. Everyone came, expecting favors. When they sat down, Samuel stood up and spoke calmly. "I want to thank you all," he said. "You taught me many lessons." They smiled. Then he continued, "You taught me that being good without wisdom is dangerous. You taught me that silence should not mean surrender. and you taught me that self-respect is not pride." The room became quiet. Samuel smiled gently. "I am still kind," he said, "but now I am kind with limits." He raised his glass. "To kindness that does not destroy the giver." Everyone understood. Samuel did not become a bad man. He did not become angry. He became balanced. And that balance changed his life forever. Moral lesson: kindness is powerful, but only when it walks with wisdom. A calm man is not weak, but a calm man who knows his worth is unstoppable. If this video was helpful, please do like, subscribe, share, and tell me what you learned from this beautiful story and ask me for more beautiful stories. Thanks for watching.